You know what really grinds my
Hey,
gears?
you know what I love?
Dude, we're doing my thing this week.
Oh, okay, sure, buddy.
You know
what
I
I
love?
love?
Okay, fine. We'll do both. You've just logged into the 3-Bit Gamer Show. Welcome to the 3-Bit Gamer Show. I'm JD.
This is Peterson.
Spencer here.
And we're here to talk about video games on a podcast.
And things that we love
to
and things that we hate.
love. And we love to love stuff.
We love to love stuff?
I don't know.
Is this a good? Should I just leave?
Yeah,
mean,
what's JD
know.
just had a stroke.
It was a
J
small
stroke.
stroke.
Hey, but for reals, hey, someone out there, we call 911. JD's having a stroke.
We're
Fine.
gonna dial 911.
I'm fine. Yeah, so this week we wanted to do this new thing I came up with for once. I came up with something for once.
That's why we think you had a stroke. You came up with something and
I
it was
know.
good, and we're like, "Is this like a beautiful mind?" Like,
yeah, I'm like
this is
writing on the
JD's
glass.
swan
I'm like,
song.
this is what we're gonna call it. This is where all the segments are gonna go. No, I was like, what if we do a whole episode where we just rant about stuff? And I was like, that sounds
That's
awful.
a JD episode.
That sounds awful.
Jeez.
But I was like, what if we do, so to counteract that, I was like, what if we do, things we love and then things we don't love? So we're going to call this Love It, Leave It.
Love it, leave it. Every time you say that, the lyrics
Love
to
it or
Vanilla
leave it.
Ice come to my head.
Which we had this
Love
discussion.
it or leave it. You better make way.
Is that all
Come
you
on.
know? Keep going.
I'm not going to
Don't
do the
come
whole
on
song.
me. That song came out when I was 2 years old.
Oh my gosh, you're such a baby.
Yeah, I was when it
Baby
came out.
JD. Aw.
J-Baby.
Ice,
Baby
Ice
B.
baby.
Can we work it out? Like, is Peterson old enough to be JD's dad in this really weird space?
Oh my gosh.
I want to do some quick math here.
No.
Gatterson,
the answer
please.
is
When did
no.
you go through puberty?
You have
Peterson?
50 kids.
When
JD
I
could
was
be one of them.
17, like everyone
When you were
else. And I never had a growth spurt, which is why I'm 5'7".
5'6". You're maybe 5'7".
God, I'm so disappointed in
Don't
my dad.
ruin this for me. I am 5'7".
5'6" and a half.
I don't know how I came out so tall when my dad is so short, but here we are. I gotta also, we skipped this over, but as long as we're keeping things balanced, I gotta throw in some kudos, and this kudos is going to make you guys very upset.
Boo.
But the kudos this week goes to Trent,
Double boo.
Ooh.
because Trent introduced me. Trent didn't really introduce me as much as he freed me.
So Trent's one of JD's childhood friends. He's actually been a guest on the show.
Hmm?
And so what? Why?
Trent freed me from the shackles of fast food.
What? Why is that shackles?
Because you order a fast food sandwich and you get the fast food sandwich, then you eat the fast food sandwich.
All this sounds good.
Have you ever ordered a fast food pizza?
I'm on board.
Have
fast
you
food
ever
spaghetti?
realize
Yeah,
that
Fazoli's
you don't
in it is
have to
gross.
just eat what they give you? You can change it after you've bought it. It's your sandwich. Trent introduced me to this when Trent has all sorts of eating disorders, and I don't say that like as a joke.
No,
like,
it's not
Trent,
like
legit-
mental eating disorders like you think.
He has a disorder with how he eats food. Like,
Yeah.
it's
it's
a
disorderly.
So Trent had this one that he goes through a lot of different diets, and they're always crazy. And for a couple of years, it was like, I got to get rid of all the carbs I can, and I got to eat a ton of protein. And he's still very protein heavy, but he started doing this thing, and it started slow, and then it like went really, really fast, wherein he would go to Arby's, he'd get a 5 for $5.
Okay.
This was just the meat, and then he'd take the meat from all of them,
This is a
And we
classic trend.
use the term meat loosely at Arby's.
and he'd piled it all on one. This evolved into a 2 by 5 for $5 very quickly.
Oh my
And
gosh.
before you knew it, Trent on the daily was eating 10 beef, just roast beef sandwiches from Arby's on one bun.
What? How?
I would both love and hate to be his
What-
cardiologist all at the same time.
And then he also started to
How
do,
did this happen? The doctor's sitting there going, I don't know how this happened. And he's like, I don't know. Pulls out of his
I don't know,
bag
do you mind if I eat lunch right now?
a 9-inch tall roast beef sandwich.
You couldn't even put the needle in your arm. The blood is so thick. It resembles roast beef.
After
How is this even
this,
possible?
He's like,
Some
I
au
wonder.
jus flowing through his veins.
Just wring it out. And then he was like, I wonder what I can do next. And then
Oh my
before we
gosh.
knew it, it was McDoubles. It was cheeseburgers from McDonald's. Like I watched him eat a 10 by 10 or just a 10 patty cheeseburger from McDonald's
How
on
do
one.
you hold that?
It's kind of like you can squish them pretty good, but it was kind of
Oh.
like this with two
You're
hands.
holding it with
one hand on
one
the bottom,
hand-
one hand on the top, and you just kind of like eat
Oh
at
my
it.
gosh.
Eat it like a.
So this
Like
is
Guy
just,
Fieri style, you just like attack it.
so this isn't like I'm commending or giving Trent kudos for what would put most people in the hospital or an early grave. What I want to do is commend him for teaching me that you can just throw the buns away and you don't need the buns. And this is what I had for lunch today, and I want to pitch it to everybody. Go to McDonald's.
This is the underpinnings, very quickly. JD's audition for the Let's Go Eat podcast. Go ahead, JD.
I'm just going to
really
keep
wants
making
on
plugs.
food.
Let's hear how
Podcast.
food cultured you are.
Go to McDonald's. So I get my culture food at McDonald's.
McDonald's, perfect. Great start.
You order 2 things. It's cost you $2, and it is a fantastic meal. McDouble and a spicy McChicken. Take
Okay.
those 2 bad boys, and you ditch the bottom buns.
Of
because
course.
they don't have, if you know McDonald's as well as I do, they use the bottom
don't.
buns for nothing. No toppings go down there. They all go on top. So you're not going to lose cheese. You're not going to lose sauce. You're not going to lose lettuce. So you ditch those
That
bottom
one
buns.
pickle?
You
empty
lose absorbed
carbs.
grease.
Empty carbs. And then you take those
Grease
2
absorber.
and you put them together. And then you have chicken and beef. You have the mayo from the spicy McChicken mixing with the ketchup and mustard from the double cheeseburger. You get some onions, you get some pickles, and you get lettuce. You basically get all of the toppings that McDonald's offers
What happened to your taste buds? Why do you hate them?
this
Did
morning.
they-
and then
they-
you get a little bit of spicy
Why
from
are
the
they
chicken.
gone?
And then you
your
get
colon.
no one. You have not tried this. I'll bring you one.
You're right. I haven't
It's
tried
so
it.
good. It is so good. And I got the bacon McDouble today, so I ate 3 different animals at the same time. I was eating chicken, beef, and pork.
I do
It
like
was
that.
Great.
But you have 2 top buns. Like, where does your thumb go?
Where does your
Like, that's just
You have
this-
to have a little thumb dexterity because you're right. It can slip. Like you can slip without the
you know
flat
I'm
bun.
out. I have zero thumb
dexterity,
dexterity. You know this.
Don't you have like a prosthetic thumb for eating like bigger sandwiches? You can slide it in, and then you're like,
hooks onto like your upper forearm somewhere,
it's like
separate
a
from
calf.
the hand.
Sandwich grabber.
So kudos to you, Trent. Thank you for revolutionizing the way I view fast food. And I'll give you the skinny on the other sandwich.
Oh, what will you guys dream up next? I can't wait. You go to Arby's, you get the beef sandwich, then you go to McDonald's, get the chicken, and then you marry them together.
Yeah.
And they
don't
make
mix-
their wedding
do
rings
not
out of
mix-
Chick-fil-A
hey,
nuggets.
Hey, I don't want us to go out on this quick little kudos with bad advice that Peterson just gave. Do not do this mixing sandwiches from other restaurants. You will regret it.
You don't know?
I do know because I've tried it, and you have not.
You're right.
I mixed a
just
McDonald's breakfast sandwich with a Sonic burger, and it was.
Why? How do
You
you
have to
time
do
for this?
shit sometimes. You just have to
That,
do
that
it.
includes
You
taking
don't
like
have to.
a spontaneous vacation or getting a present for your significant other, not bastardizing fast food together.
We obviously view spontaneity.
So you
through
go to
different
Taco
lenses.
Bell, right?
No, quit making these advices.
And
One
then
naked egg taco, then you zip over to Rumby's, sprinkle on some rice and veggies. Not the teriyaki sauce, dude. It'll kill you. I can't stress this enough. It has to be Chick-fil-A sauce that marries this all together. Has to be Chick-fil-A sauce. JD's audition tape for the Let's Go Eat podcast. Fantastic.
So you're all
man.
welcome. If any of you listeners try it, post a picture of what is to be the most delicious sandwich. $2. It fills you up.
You have to sign a waiver. We are not responsible for this.
I will take full legal responsibility for anything that happens after you eat that sandwich.
This is the lawyers. The 3-Bit Gamer Show is not responsible for any colon damage that may happen because of the...
Anything JD suggests.
It's just like eating the 2 sandwiches, but you lose some carbs.
Yeah.
all right. I won't
Okay.
try it, but thanks.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
great.
let's-
Great. Awesome.
I'm going to bring so many sandwiches next week. And I'm going to sit here in silence as you guys eat them. We're not going to record a single minute next week until you eat this
Until
sandwich.
you eat it.
Eat it. Okay, let's get into the meat of this
Oh, gosh.
sewed
I
sandwich.
love the puns.
Sewedwich.
Hate the advice.
Okay, so like we were talking about, this is love it, leave it, and we're just gonna go at random. But we do have to. If someone says love it, the next person that goes has to do a leave it. so everything is balanced.
Oh, so it's balance in the force.
Necromancy. Oh, that.
Oh, you haven't seen it.
So
No,
good.
no.
Peterson sucks.
So
Okay, who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I love it, and you guys, this is a quick one. I love when games, like a video game, has a mini game in it, and usually it's a mini game that involves gambling.
Well, that's a good one.
Just say you love gambling.
No, but like you go to the
say it.
I love when my two favorite hobbies get together and have a baby. They do
No,
adult
like
stuff together.
you go to the cantina or you go to the little bar, and there's some shady guy that's like, "Hey, want to play this card game?" And it's usually a game that they've made up,
Yeah.
and I love it. I'm like, "Oh, let's do this. I'm gonna get in the strategy of this game." It's it's like all kind of rigged, and I usually end up losing a lot of my money.
a
But
ton of prop bets.
yeah, I love those, and I will sink a straight hour into that the first time I do one. I'm like, all right, I guess we're going. And
My God.
And the NPC will quit before me. He's like, I'm done. I'm tapping out. I've had
You get
enough.
back
This is
here. You
ridiculous.
get back
You
here.
obviously have an addiction, and I don't have it programmed to deal with that. I got a good leave it. Bullet sponges.
Ooh, that's
Get
on
rid
my
of 'em.
list too.
Get rid of them forever. Like, I hate what I loved, and I've talked about this before. What I loved about Far Cry 5 was that the first guy I shot through a car window or a windshield in the head, and he just fell out of the car dead. One bullet. It was just one bullet, and I was like, God, that's satisfying. But then you play a game like The Division, and there's a guy. It takes me out of the game. It takes away from
These
the
are
realism.
human people. Like you're shooting at a human.
Unarmored. They're like just
Some
like
armor.
Some of them are just
Medium
like
armor.
Light armor.
are guys that have escaped from prison and have no armor, and they take you're like a professional soldier that has to shoot at least 3 clips.
Oh, it's
3
usually more than
magazines
that. It's
full of
usually like
bullets.
you get high levels, and you're sinking honestly like 15 magazines into this person.
And that's ridiculous, and it's not fun, and it's so lazy. It's like, hey, should we make this more difficult or figure out like a clever way to make this game play more difficult? They're like, no, just turn up how
Give
many
more hit
bullets
points.
it takes. Yeah, just give more hit points. So bullet sponge, just leave it. Gotta go.
Yeah, get it out of here.
So we have one love it, one leave it. Now what do?
You better make way.
Well, you better hurry up with the love it before one of us takes it.
Well, I thought this was more of like a meet and greet.
No.